Almost 15 years ago, we lost everything when lightning struck our house here in Limpopo. We lost our dogs, we lost the house obviously, we lost all our guns, and we lost all our memories as well, of which a big part of it was the trophies that we had mounted and that were memories of the hunts that we had gone through over the years from 5-6 years old up until that point. Everything from shoulder mount elephants and big record breaking trophies and all of that gone in a split second. Yeah, it's still tough to think about, especially the dogs also. I mean, I've got their names tattooed here on my wrist. But it prompted us to rebuild and build better maybe. We knew what worked and what didn't work, and we could pivot and rebuild. And it also gave the opportunity to go out and hunt again, hunt species that we've already hunted, hunt new animals, build new trophies, build new memories. And at the end of the day, a trophy room is like a portal into memories. And I personally feel like, as a guide and professional hunter, I need to have hunted most of the species myself that I'm guiding clients on. So that was, I was still young at the time, early 20s, and I set out to go hunt as much as possible, as much as I could possibly afford, and get the trophies mounted and build up the experience and have that develop into my guiding as well. So yeah, this video I'm just gonna sit here and talk a bit about the trophies that we have collected since then and walk you guys through some of the special ones to me. So as you can see, we've got quite a bit of wall space for trophies, and we've got our main South African species downstairs in the main living area. When we built the house, I actually had them build it higher because I wanted shoulder mount giraffe, and I wanted to get another shoulder mount elephant in future. That hasn't happened yet. But yeah, we've got all our normal plains game stuff and buffalo and giraffe. Buffalo is actually one that I hunted with my 470 that I bought after the fire. After my 375 burnt down, I needed a new guiding dangerous game rifle, so I bought a 470 and booked a buffalo hunt in the Klasiri to test out the gun and to have it shoot its first animal. The giraffe was in Natal. I shot that one late afternoon, which was a big mistake, and now we don't shoot giraffes after morning anymore because it takes forever to skin them and cut them up and everything and process them. You can't just pick them up and take them to the skinning shed. Yeah, and then I've always wanted a nice impala, so I had a friend of mine that had a nice one on his property that he was kind enough to let me come and hunt. So I had him mounted. I had a water buffalo with a crossbow, which is, or at the time was number 2 SCI, South African introduced water buffalo with crossbow. Fall ribbuck was an amazing hunt that in the mountains of Graaff-Reinet, carrying that 308 that you guys know if you watch some of our videos on the Trophy Destinations channel. A very heavy rifle, carried that thing for 3 days, 40 kilometers walking through the mountains. But on the last day I got this beautiful 9 and 4/16 inch Folly Ram, so yeah, he had to be full mounted because it's just such a special trophy. And then the caracal was actually killed by my sheep. I had Damara sheep, and we would put them away in the evenings into a kraal enclosure, so to keep them safe from predators. And when I got there the next morning, this caracal was laying there dead with its neck broken. So one of the sheep must have headbutted the caracal. So I had him mounted as well, with a little Damara skull that of a sheep that had died, not that he killed, but just, to tie the sheep and the caracal back together. The gun rack, the 2 elephant ivories, me and my dad shot that elephant here on our farm in 2004, when I was still very young. And it's a very special one, and we had this gun rack built by a friend of ours that does woodworking, and I think it kind of fits in very nicely there. You'll see on the gun rack there's also a leopard skull of a cat that I shot here many, many years ago, and a hyena skull that I bronzed myself. And then we'll come up to the sheep wall. Sheep is a big passion of mine. I love hunting sheep. I wish I could go one day to Kazakhstan or Kyrgyzstan or even North America and do the sheep slam and hunt all the sheep and goats of the world. But for now, I've just got to, do with what we have here, which is Barbary sheep. You'll see I've got 2 nice Barbary sheep there, both 30 inches. And then I've got a 4-horned kind of merino Damara cross Jacob sheepy kind of thing. That one I shot with a bow. Actually, I believe at the time it was the #1 SCI with a bow for a multi-horn sheep in South Africa. And then we've got the mouflon and the hybrid mouflon together on their pedestal on the wall, which makes a really cool mount, I think. We've got the 3-horn Damara and the regular old Damara. It was an ancient one. You can see on the horns how worn down they are. Then the bush pigs and the bush buck. And then, we come into the cigar lounge room, which was my office as well. And there's a big TV here, and it's just a nice place to chill and have a cigar, have a couple of bourbons, beautiful views. And we've got the tiny 10 wall here, which has the Sunni male-female, blue diker male-female, common diker male-female, Steenbok male. I still need to get a female one day, but I feel bad. When I was younger, it was a bit easier to shoot the females as well. And then I still need Klipspringer, which I have shot a lot, but I've just never gotten around to mounting it. I've actually got the skull of a 6 4/16 inch Klipspringer that I shot here on the farm as well. That I need to get a full mount cape for, then I can mount him as well. He deserves his #2 SCI and #2 Roland Ward. I think he's about 1/16 off the top spot of SCI. And we've got a big warthog here that I also shot here on the farm, actually. Hog deer from the Eastern Cape, scimitar from the Northern Cape, and a red hartebeest that I shot. The red hartebeest that's in the main trophy room, actually, my wife shot. And a couple of fallow deers here behind me. One I shot, one my brother shot in Harry Smith. And that's pretty much the trophy room. One thing that was also hard with the fire was that a lot of our rifles burnt. This is one of them. This was an 8x68 original Mauser. And this was one of the most amazing guns I ever owned. I mean, this thing would shoot lights out. I mean, if I picked this gun up, I knew that when I pull the trigger, the animal on the other end is dead. It was an extension of me. It was the gun I trusted with everything. I mean, I never had a second of doubt with this rifle. And then there was many more that burnt. We keep a lot of them in our boma outside, so if we sit around the fire, we can tell some campfire stories about it. Kind of ironic, sitting around a fire talking about rifles that burnt when the house burned down. But so it was a hard time. It still hurts to think back, but we move on. History is history. We learn, we go on from there, and we get to build new memories and do new things and get new firearms and hunt new places and mount new things. So that's the story of our trophy room here. Let me know in the comments, what's your favorite trophy and why? Is it the memory? Is it the hunt? Was it very difficult? And if you've ever gone through anything like we did, where we pretty much lost everything, including all my school medals and trophies from sports, all burnt. You know, you leave it here on the farm because you think it's safe, and then you never imagine something like this happens. But yeah, if something like this has happened to you, you know, I'd love to hear about it in the comment section below, and tell me all about it, and we can chat and you know, compare what has happened. But yeah, sorry, it's a bit of an emotional video, and I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I hope it, you know, maybe brings some peace to someone else that had something similar happen, that you can rebuild, you can get your trophies again. Obviously never the same ones, but you just build new memories, and you go on with life. All right, cheers guys.